Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Allow me to welcome you to tonight's world premiere performance of Jill Trent Science Sleuth. Before we begin, I would like to cover a few housekeeping items. Flash photography is not permitted as the flash bulbs fall on the floor and break, leaving glass all over. During tonight's performance, there will be a lot of gunfire. Please be advised that the cap guns will not really harm anyone. However, if you are startled, you may exit the theater where you came in or these two exit doors in front of you. Finally, I understand that many of you possess magic telecommunication machines you use to communicate with each other. Please turn them off as their use is disrespectful to the actors and annoying to those around you. Now sit back and prepare yourself as we step back in time to when the good were good, the bad were bad, and justice prevailed. Jill Trent Science Sleuth. It's a typical midsummer day in 1943. America is at war. In a large American city which she calls home, career girl Daisy Smith has just hailed a taxi cab.
Where to, lady?
East 57th Maple, please. Gridiron Building. I've got a job interview in 25 minutes. I do hope you can get me there in time.
You know, nah, forget I brought it up.
What? What were you going to say?
You sure?
Yes.
I was gonna say that if you wanted to be sure to be there on time, maybe you should have left home a little earlier.
Yes, I suppose I should have.
It's simple arithmetic. Something that you females never seem to understand. Between the hair, the makeup, and then trying out 12 pairs of shoes before finally making up your mind, it doesn't take a genius to realize that you're always going to be running late.
Which is ironic since I'm a certified scientific genius.
You see what I mean? And it's all entirely preventable. How come you girls never stop once to think about these things?
Oh dear. Another red light?
I'll tell you why. It's because girls don't have the analytical brains like men do.
We are different creatures, I guess.
Entirely different creatures. So what kind of job are you applying for, doll?
Oh, it's nothing really. There's an opening in the steno pool at Bigly, Badly, and Ugly.
Oh, for crying out loud!
Holy Toledo! What's going on?
We're in the middle of a gun battle, and here I was having such a nice, peaceful Tuesday.
Follow that vehicle, cabby!
I beg your pardon. I'm trying to get to a job interview.
Well, I'm sorry, but your little job interview is gonna have to wait. Step on it, cabby. There's a war on, you know, and we all have a part to play. Daisy?
Jill? Jill Trent, goodness gracious, how are you?
Can't you go in the back, the driver?
I'm trying, lady. Believe me, I'm trying.
Hand me your radio handset, okay?
Here you go.
Central Dispatch, inform the Metropolitan Police that Jill Trent is in pursuit of two suspected criminals in a brown Studebaker sedan heading north on 4th Avenue between Madison and Carnegie. They're armed and dangerous.
Roger that, Jill Trent.
You're a cop?
Well, not exactly, but the cops know we helped you. Here, have a look.
It's blank. Hey, wait a minute. Invisible ink? If only I had a few drops of lemon juice, I could make out what it says.
I see you haven't lost your science smarts.
Holy smokes. Jill Trent Science Sleuth Private Eye? I thought for sure you'd be department chair at university by now.
Well, actually, I was, until a couple of years ago. But like I said, there's a war on. Everybody's got a role to play.
And your role is?
Solving mysteries and fighting crime, using the most scientific techniques. And if I find a couple of bad guys like those two in my line of work, I make that my job as well, to track them down and bring them to justice. What about you? What are you up to these days?
Me? Well,
She's on her way to a job interview.
Let me guess. Head scientist at an important laboratory.
Well, not exactly.
It's for a secretarial position.
Well, stenographer is more like it. Although one day I hope to acquire the full array of skills necessary to be a secretary.
What is it? Traffic ahead, and now they're driving on the sidewalk. Can't you get up there and follow them?
What do you want from me, lady? They just shot out one of my front tires.
You still have 3 good tires, don't you? Quit your belly aching and drive like you mean it, okay?
Oh, for Pete's sake.
That's why we're closing in on them.
Oh, hooray! Hooray!
Ah!
They got away from us, Daisy. Just as we were closing in on them.
Yes, I saw. How terrible.
It's fine. The cops will nab them, and if not, we'll get them eventually. You can let us off here, driver. How much do I owe you?
$1.20 Alameda, and I'm gonna need a new tire. Thanks, lady, and good luck on your job interview, honey. Bigly Badly Ugly is just across the street.
Oh my, it is. And with 10 minutes to spare. seem to be leading an exciting life and putting your science skills to good use, I see.
That's nothing. Just wait until you see the science lab in my private eye office.
Well, golly, I'd love to. Jill,
What is it?
I was just thinking, if we had tagged that car with a radioactive isotope, say atomically charged chewing gum propelled from, let's say, a dart gun,
With a half-life of, say, a day or two,
then wherever it went, every official Geiger counter in the city would go off.
and we could have followed them to their ringleader and nabbed them all.
It was just a thought. Probably not a very good one.
Daisy, it was brilliant. When I graduated a year ahead of you, I thought for sure that you would be on your way to a Nobel Prize by now. Whatever happened to your scientific dream?
Professor Hoffmeister happened.
Oscar Mayer Hoffmeister. I've always despised that creep.
He never stopped picking on me, tearing my work apart.
You have no aptitude for science.
No aptitude for science. He was jealous is all.
Leave the university now and quit wasting your time and mine.
Is what he said to me.
So you dropped out.
Well, I couldn't take the constant pressure. I never got that degree that I worked so hard for.
Let me tell you something, Daisy. When you're doing something new or revolutionary, that's when all of the bullies and critics and doubters emerge, trying to tear you down. You can't let them. You can't let them write the story of your life.
If you had been there with me, you might have convinced me to stand up to Dr. Hoffmeister and stay. But you had gone off into the world, and now it's too late.
What do you mean it's too late? Daisy, join me in my work. Be my partner.
Your partner? Are you serious?
I've never been more serious. Think about it. The two of us forging new scientific discoveries and inventions. There's so many bad guys in this world. Maybe we could take a few of them down. Jill Trent, Science Sleuth, and Daisy Smith, Certified Scientific Genius. If we put our heads together, there's nothing we can't do. And when this war is over, I'll see to it that you're enrolled in college. At any university you choose.
You do that for me?
Of course I will.
Oh my!
You can do great things, Daisy. Make the world a safer place and live your dreams.
Live my dreams? I just don't know. Perhaps Professor Hoffmeister did me a favor when he told me to drop out. Because maybe I'm just not cut out for that kind of world anymore. The dog-eat-dog world of science. And as for the kind of work that you appear to be doing, let me show you something. This is Brad.
Brad, huh? He's pretty good looking.
Oh, yes, he is. He's my fiance. He's over there now. We're going to get married when he comes home, buy a home and start a family. That's my dream now, and it's more than enough for me.
You will come by my science lab sometime, though, won't you?
Of course. I'll call you soon.
Good luck on your interview.
That night, Daisy pens a letter to her beloved beau.
Dear Brad, nothing too exciting to report about here, but you'll never guess who I shared a taxi ride with today while I was on my way to a job interview. My best friend in science college, Jill Trent. We had so much fun catching up on each other's lives that the time just seemed to fly by. Well, I should hear about that steno job soon. Do stay safe. My brave, valiant Brad. Your loving, Daisy.
Jill Trent's latest invention gets her into heavy trouble this time, and then gets her right back out again. Let's see what happens next in another round of Slam Bang Sleuthing in the episode of the Black Sheep Murder. But first, friends, after a long day of chasing violators, or just gather around the dinner table with friends and family, do as Jill and Daisy do, and reach for a Chesterfield. The fresher, cleaner, milder cigarette, and simply the most satisfying smoke you could find. Chesterfield cigarettes. Blow some smoke my way. It all started on a warm summer evening. Jill had just finished showing Daisy around the science lab when they decided to get some fresh air.
the element detector is still eluding me. Is it not that I have been trying to crack for years?
You and many of the world's most brilliant scientists.
Chesterfield, Daisy?
Sure!
Where do you think your fellow Brad is stationed?
I have no idea, of course. But from some of his letters, he's somewhere overseas. North Africa is my guess. Or maybe somewhere in the Pacific. Poor Angel. Angel,
What is it?
that element detector of yours. I think I've just figured out how to get it to work.
You have?
Listen to me. Take a solid object, a chunk of silver, say. It holds on to all its precious little silver atoms for dear life, but once you subject that silvery nugget to powerful, gyroscopically generated electromagnetic forces, its atoms become excitable and radiate in all directions in the surrounding atomic space.
The halo effect.
Yes, so in order to detect and identify an element inside an object, we should first be
Supermagnetizing the object to the point where detector ray guns can easily penetrate the halo.
the space between the atoms.
Daisy, you might be onto something.
Let's hurry back to your lab and try it out.
But Daisy and Jill's scientific ruminations were soon interrupted by a blood-curdling scream and a pistol shot.
Where is it? Where the devil is it?
What was that?
A blood-curdling scream and a pistol shot. Let's go.
Where
You stop what you're doing right now and put your hands up.
Stop for a couple of girls? Not a chance.
Stop, Daisy! Dead. Shot through the heart. And the killer got away. If only I had my gun.
Jill, I recognize this woman. It's Mrs. Eleanor Van Doren.
Isn't she?